Hello, good morning students. Here I am again to begin the new lesson. We have finished 3 lessons and the 3 poems. Now I am going to enter into a 4th lesson, and that is title is like this: The Portrait of Lady. Portrait. Chitrisu. Portrait means Chitrisu of lady. I want to see what kind of a lady this author is speaking about. This author is this lesson was written by Khushwant Singh. By the name itself, we know he is from the north. Singh. Maybe okay. They are not given the where he is born. I don't want to search also. Let's see what is there, what is given to us, and that is enough, I suppose, because the lesson is more important now. Author also is important because the idea of the author gives us the what the lesson is. Let's see. It is there in the end of the page number 82. I will just read to you. You will listen, and that is you have to keep that also in your notes later. About the author, Khushwant Singh is an Indian writer. He is Indian, but he is an English writer. He was born on the 2nd February 1914. Okay, just the beginning of the First World War. The years are very important, so the history is very important for us. And when was the First World War? In 1914. He is a prominent Indian novelist. Who is that? Novelist is the one who writes the story. Okay, and the generalist. Who is the generalist? Generalist is the one who gives the report. News readers, news collectors, press reporters, we say, no? That's what they are. They are called generalists, taking all the ideas, why the news, and putting there and giving to the people. They are called the generalists. Singh's weekly column. So he had his own newspaper. There is a weekly column with the malice towards one and all. That is a good offer, one and all, because you want to give the news to everybody. Carried by the several Indian newspapers, is among the most widely read columns in the country. His news are appropriate news, they say, proper news, so that the most of the people they read the news. Okay. Singh is the best known for his penchant for the secularism, his humor, knowing the good and bad and acting for according to that humor, and an abiding love of poetry. But he has a deep love to write the poetry and sing. He is the recipient of the Padma Bhushan. He got the award recipient. He got the award as the Padma Bhushan in the year 1974. The Padma Vibhushan, not only one, the second also he got it. Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan, that is in 2007, recently, during your time, in this recent time. I hope this you all are born, no? 2007, almost, yeah, just your baby. Okay, he was one of the editor of the famed Illustrated Weekly of India, and he was the editor of the newspaper, that is the Illustrated Weekly of India. Weekly of India is a newspaper. And with this we will enter into details of the explanation of the whole lesson. And before going to the lesson, I want to make you to think little bit. If you see the warm-up activities, that is what you have to know, because this whole, the portrait of a lady speaks about the lady. Who is that lady? Is the foreign, for the author is the grandmother. Okay, I hope you all had your grandmother. Yes or no? I don't think without the grandmother you would not be survived today, be here. Am I right? Because nobody is born from the above. Suddenly we are all born of our parents. If I have born from my parents are born from their parents. If their parents, this like this continues. So that grandfather and the grandmother, without them we are not there today. Sometimes we neglect them because they are grown. They are useless, looks like. They are not useless. And they are more worthy than us because they have a lot of experience in their life. Okay. But whatever you are view of their grandparents, grandmother or grandfather, but they love you so much. More than your father and mother, the grandfather, grandmother love you. Whenever the parents punish the child, where the child goes to a grandfather or grandmother, taking a shelter, because they know they don't beat them. They love them and they spoil them also sometimes. Okay. And what is your experience? But here, one thing you have to remember: how do you make your grandmother happy? How do you make your grandmother happy? Listening to them? Yes. Obeying them? Yes. More of that. I don't know if we have a tradition. Opposite, we have these traditions. Everybody celebrates his birthday. Do you celebrate your grandmother's birthday? They say, why man, I have already grown up. Why now I want to celebrate my birthday? We are happy that my grandma, that you are among us, that you are born. God has given you so many years to have experience, to share with us. See, all these ideas you have to bring to your grandparents. Okay, and they are happy. They feel they are worth living here. Otherwise, what happens to their head? Oh, yo, everything finished. Why now? Everything finished. What is there? What I have to say? I am already old. I cannot do anything. For everything, I have to depend on the others. But you have to show them they are worth living in midst of us, in among us. They are more valued because their experience cannot beat us. Okay, let's see. Let us continue to the. I hope that slowly we will have this idea of celebrating their birthdays. I will do this lesson in the two parts. Let me go through the. Okay, there are 6 to 13 chapters are there. Chapters and paragraphs. Okay, with the 6th one I will stop it, and tomorrow 5th or 6th, and tomorrow we will see the next. Okay, first begins like this. Keep your book in front of you and listen where I am reading also, so that I can give you the explanation along with it. My grandmother, and think of your own grandmother like everybody's grandmother. That is common. Your grandmother, my grandmother, they are already old. Exactly the same. They are old only. They are not young like us. Okay, they are grandmother only. Okay, was an old woman. Nobody can change that title. Grandmother means they are old. Okay, clear? She had been old and wrinkled for the 20 years that I had known her. How many years this author knows this grandmother? For 20 years. Why? She has the wrinkled. ಮುಖದ ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಚರ್ಮದ ಗೆರೆಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ, wrinkled. No? ಚರ್ಮ ಬಿದ್ದೋದಂಗೆ. That is not ಬಿದ್ದೋದಂಗೆ. That is the mark on the faces because of the age. The skin has dried up already. We are fresh. Our blood is fresh. We are still chubby, but they are not. Okay, the skin is folded on the face. Okay, the wrinkle on the foreheads, on the cheeks, on the whole body of the skin. Okay, how many years? 20 years he knows this woman. People said that she had once been young and pretty and even had a husband. Okay, but you go back to the past of their life. She was so like us before. She was very pretty. Many times you have to play with your grandmother and grandfather. No? ಈಗಲೇ ನೀ ಇಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ತೀಯ, ಅವಾಗ ನೀ ಹಂಗೆ ಕಂಡಿರ್ಬೋದು. If you have the, if they had a photo, they have to collect it with them. Now you see that I am old, my skin has fallen down, this and that. Okay. But you have to tell them, see that you are not this, you are there before, like us only. We also become like you later, and that is for everybody. And that is what you have to remember to make them to remember. Okay. People said that she had been young and pretty and even had a husband. But that was hard to believe. But they think, that is what is the finished one. Why don't you remind us? My grandfather's portrait hung above the mantelpiece in the drawing room. In the drawing room, I had this mental piece, or the imaginary piece, mental piece, imaginary of that. Okay. He wrote a big turban. He wore a big turban. Turban is a towel which you tie on your forehead. Okay, turban. Above the and loose fitting clothes. Okay, and his clothes are not tight like today's fashion. Okay, wearing the tight dress, and they had a very loose dress. Okay. His long white beard covered the best part of his chest. Okay, he had a long beard, and that is what the covers are, chest. Okay, best part of our cheeks. And he looked at least 100 years old. And how he looks? He looks like 100-year-old. He did not look the short of a person who would have the wife of or a children. He was not a short, he was tall. Okay. He looked as if he could only have a lots of grandchildren, because he was already 100 years old. He looked like that he had many grandchildren. Lots of children, grandchildren, not only children, grandchildren. You understand, no? Grandchildren? Yes. As for my grandmother, being a young and pretty, that is my grandmother is young and pretty, a thought was almost revolting. This idea, this thought in my head is fighting. How come this man? Second chapter. She had always been short and fat and slightly bent, and that's normal. You know, when it is became the age to a grandma, she is, because her body doesn't sustain, and that is always common to this, because she becomes the shorter, look shorter. She bent her back because there is no sustainer for the backbone. So that is the common figure of this lady. Her face was the crisis crosses of the wrinkles running from everywhere to everywhere. And see, after when you became lose your age, and this is common, this is the skin falling down, it looks like a wrinkles on your faces. Okay, there is a lines coming towards the every corner of your skin. That is what the wrinkles of the face. And there is a crisis crosses. There is a that crosses. It is a with the difficulty it has come. It was a strain which they had it. With the difficulty in their life. Okay. No, we are certain she had always been as we had known her. But this poet appreciate. Even she looks the old, but she is not old. She is always from the beginning, which I seen her from the 20 years before, and she is young and beautiful. So terribly old, and she could not have grown older and had stayed at the same age for 20 years. That is what I told you. She could never have been pretty, but she is always beautiful. Okay, she was not being pretty, but she was beautiful. See the expression. She hobbled about the house in spotless white with one hand resting on the breast to balance her stop, and the other telling the beads of her rosary. And this portraits, this explains about how this was taking her time in meditation with the japa with the Lord, praying with the Lord, and that is what explained through her. In the hand there is the beads of the rosary, and there is a mumbled inside her mouth. Something was moving. Her lips were always on the movement. Her silver locks were scattered untidily over her pale, packed face, and her lips constantly moved in a inaudible prayer, unstopped. Okay, unstopped prayer. Okay, without stopping, continuous praying. She's at the corner there, sitting there, banded, but in the hand she has kept the rosary. And this is how the things are going on in her life. Okay. Yes, she has beautiful. She was like the landscape in the mountains, an expanse of a pure white serenity, breathing peace and the contentment. But she is in a peace. She is in a serene, complete peace with her. My grandmother and I were good friends. Me and my grandmothers were good friends. My parents left me with her when they went to live in the city, and we were constantly together. And the parents of this poet left this child in the hand of a grandmother, and they had gone to the city to live to earn something for this child. And this boy was already, he's left his life with a grandmother. And let us see what the explanation he gives here. She used to wake me up in the morning and get me ready for school. She used to wake me up early in the morning to get ready for the school. She said her morning prayer in the monotonous sing-song while she was bathed, and dressed me in the hope of I would listen and get it know the by heart. And she always used to give me a bath, make me to get ready. And this is what so she used to do with this monotonous song. This is a continuous with a one tone. Mono is a one tone song. Okay, so that I can be by hearted. But what happens? Let's see. I listened because I loved her voice, but never bothered to learn it. I listened to it, but I never by hearted it. I never learned it. Then she would fetch my wooden slate, which she had already washed and plastered with me yellow chalks. Okay, they used to give me a chalks and the slate. Those days we had a wooden slates. Okay, a tiny earthen ink pot and the red pen. Tie them all in the bundle and hand it to me. And this is what the preparation before going to the school she used to do for her grandson. After a breakfast of a thick slay chapati with a little butter and the sugar spread on it, we went to the school. After eating the chapati which she prepared, a stale chapati without the oil, stale. Okay, she used to pack and carry and give to me as a tiffin. She carried several stale chapatis with her for the village dogs, and not only for me. And she used to carry some chapatis, dry chapatis to a street dogs, because she loves here it speaks that she is in love with domestic animals. Okay. My grandmother always went to school with me because the school was attached to the temple, and she always used to come with him, because after dropping the grandchild to school, what she can do? She used to go to the temple to pray. The priest taught us the alphabet at the morning prayer. See, the who taught them alphabet? The priest of the temple taught them alphabets. While the children sat in the rows on their side of the veranda singing the alphabets or the prayer in the chorus. A for apple, B for ball, like this, singing the alphabets. Okay, and this is what they make us to learn always. When we sing, we learn a lot. No, that is what say. And the religious, it says that when you sing to a God, that you are praying twice, so that when you sing while learning, we learn twice in your mind. That is what the prediction which they have. When we had both finished, we would walk back together and say, who is to teach them? Is the priest. When we finish the class, both is to come together to this house. This time the village dogs would meet us at the temple door, and the village dogs is to be waiting near the temple door. They followed us as a home growing and fighting with each other for the chapatis we threw to them. On the way coming back, we used to throw the chapati to them. Okay. Now, when my parents were comfortably settled in city, when the parents comfortably after settling the city, they sent for us. That was the turning point